Hello students, welcome to the fifth session of compression members where we will be discussing the laced column and battened column. Okay, this is the last section of the third module. Okay, where we will be designing the lacings and battened system for the compression members. So lacings when we provide is to achieve the maximum radius of gyration without revising the section. Okay, suppose if I need to revise the section or if higher sections are required, in those cases to make a structure economical, okay, we will be providing the lacing without altering the section. Okay, so this is the lacing system provided. You can check in IS 800. Okay, here two channel sections, A B on the left side and AB on the right side, which are used as compression members. Okay, and for those channel sections the lacing is provided here. So on the left side it is single laced system on face A, that is front side, and face B on the back side. Okay, so second one is double laced system. Okay, where we have two lacings on either side. On face A and face B we will be having two layers of lacing connected on the main member, connected to the main compression member. So this will increase the radius of gyration value of the compression member, which leads to the larger capacity of the compression member, and for the lower section we can achieve the maximum capacity. Okay, so IS code clause 7.6 specifies the design procedure for laced column, or you can also call it as latticed columns. So some important specifications are mentioned below here. You can also check these clauses in IS 800 clause 7.6. So we will discuss the specifications to design the lacing system. First one, as far as possible the lacing system shall be uniform throughout. So what it means is the lacing, the spacing between the lacings provided shall be kept uniform. You cannot provide it ununiformly. Okay, second one, in single laced system the direction of lattices on opposite faces should be shadow of the other. It should not be mutually opposite. So that means if you provide a lacing on the face A, okay, on face B the lacing shall be shadow of this. So that it means it should not be mutually opposite. Next one, in bolted and riveted construction the minimum width of lacing bars shall be 3 times the nominal diameter of the bolt here. So here the lacing what you are providing, the width of the lacing, for the width of the lacing they are specifying the criteria, and that shall be 3 times the diameter of the bolt what we use to connect the lacing to the main member. Okay, so for lacing we will be using flat steel plates, or sometimes angles and channels also can be used for lacing. Okay, for the width of this member